Oh yeah, my heart just dropped a little bit just right now. But I'm a married man. So she got somebody and she'll know she ain't.
And she's also in a monogamous relationship.
She can be a salon. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You like the Big Freak in the morning. Do me a favor, subscribe and share and subscribe if you will. Our girl Maya's on. I can't hear it, but
which makes stupid because why would you marry yourself and then get married to somebody? Makes no
I gotta love myself first. Prove myself that I love myself.
You gonna do a whole ceremony? She did a whole wedding ceremony to marry herself.
That's what it took for her. You know, mentally, I gotta prove that I love myself.
Dennis Rodman did it right.
Dennis Rodman also wore a wedding dress. That's not a good frame for us.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Y'all pull up, say what's up. When y'all pull up, say what's up. How we doing audibly?
Let's see.
Oh, that sounds good for me. Yeah, you talk for me one time.
My real name is Chad. You actually say it. You actually say stuff. Say something
Turn it
right.
up.
Check. We'll check 1, check 2.
No, turn the live up.
Oh, turn the live up
so you can hear. We're trying to hear.
Daniel turn the live up.
Let me hold on. Talk.
My real name is Joseph.
All right, turn him down a little bit. He is 4, but not.
It's a ringing noise.
Remember that goes 1, 2. 1 is 1.
Keisha said it's a ringing noise.
It's 2. And 3 is. What's it? 1 is 1.
Oh, 1, 2,
3, 4.
This is my
Turn down 4 and 5.
It's the best one because this song always
Mm-hmm.
So it's the best song that music company.
You know volumes are here.
Yeah.
But this general volume is the person
Woo. I'd be telling everybody. Tell me all of y'all.
There's a ringing, and the call of the ringing is
Some honey in this one.
How aggressive? I heard the ring earlier, but the ring wasn't coming from there. It was not coming from there.
Is it still ringing, Lakeisha?
It's a ring in the.
Am I? Which one am I? 4? Okay, no, that's not turning it down. She said, yeah, it's still ringing. This one.
Oh, I hear it.
Okay. This one is all the way up. All the way up. This one y'all have.
Yeah, no, let us control.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yours is not the light. The light making it good sound.
Let's say this.
No.
Going
No.
down one.
Okay, let us know if we good, Lakeisha. Thank you so much for contributing.
Yeah, no, thank you. Because we're trying to get together. We're not watching us. We love this, bro. Good morning. Good morning. There's a slight ring in the room, and I'm trying to identify
I think it's just
what it is.
It's just the light. Looking at.
Yes, but it's not in. The microphones are. You had to bring yesterday as well. The microphones. Remind you to use the microphone. We're not getting good phone. All right, guys, you're gonna lose us.
Turn that off.
There you go. Just turn them on.
Yeah, I just turned it off. She said it's worse like it's here interfering.
Grand Rising Vaughn.
Morning.
They're doing sign language.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
What's good, people?
It's a what? It's a what? It's a what? It's a what?
Okay.
Yo, Cat, really though, it's the background. It's the background, bro. Kill it.
Hey.
Fire 716, your boy. Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank. In the morning is going down this morning. I pray all is well. What it is, what's up? Listen to me. My people are in the room. Jay Sherry is in the building.
In the building.
It's going down. Dark Knight is in the room.
What's
if you
got-
will.
what's got- what's
Kevin
got-
on Air is in the building. Come
Wow,
on, it's going
wow.
down. If you're watching me online, I'm halfway standing, halfway sitting down. I'm trying to figure out what's the interference in the room. But listen, let's go around the room. Let us know how your day been going. What was yesterday like? What has happened? You know what I mean? Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Jay Shree, how you feeling?
I'm good. It's last presentation day.
Hey.
That
Go.
means I will be crip walking my way like Snoop Dogg crip walking my way out of class.
Let's go.
Oh, with the hand signs,
Like
everything.
her
Right
body,
I
Snoop
see.
Dogg crip walking. But I'm good. Just getting ready to, just have that time to relax.
Gotcha.
Like, relax in the
here.
How you doing, Dark Knight?
I'm getting it together. I kind of failed yesterday, and this morning I was feeling really bad about it. But God is good, so I'm gonna come back up and be better and do better. So, we out here doing our thing. You know what I'm saying?
Kev on
So,
air.
it's your boy.
How you doing?
I
You are
am.
sipping hibiscus.
Listen,
Be
the
your own
hibiscus is.
Done changed my life
Listen,
once
I
again.
put my people on.
Done
alright?
changed my life again.
It is.
We are tapping back into our roots with the hibiscus. alright?
Done changed my
Our
life
ancestors
once
be
again.
talking to us,
Yeah.
but nah, everything is
With
great.
the honey.
Progressing, forward.
Come on, progression.
Not
What?
progressive, progression.
Progression.
Alone, talk to
It's steady action.
Yeah,
It's
no.
Movement.
It's the
You know,
suffix.
movement,
I just
action,
made up a
study.
whole definition.
Listen.
It sounded good.
It's the
It sounded
suffix.
real good.
It's the suffix for you.
But Big Frank was
Yeah,
sir.
I mean, so I don't know what's happening with my life, but no, like legit. But I woke up this morning. Okay, I was on a call last night, ministerial council. So I'm a part of the ministerial council of Niagara County,
Got you.
and I don't know how to explain this, but you ever see the people like who are like on TV, like they like young, they preachers, but they like got a certain kind of swag to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not churchy, but you hear.
Mhm.
I looked at myself on Zoom. I said, "Oh, Frank, you it." I'm not going. I looked at myself and said, "Oh,
Yeah,
Frank,
Doc,
oh, you it."
for sure.
And sometimes you don't see it because you just run your peers.
Yeah.
But in the company of others, you realize, oh, you are it. So then the it happened, right?
Yeah.
So then I drive around, and y'all know y'all seen the pictures, and I said, "God came." I said, "God, I know you came."
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just
We just saying do it.
Right.
Just
That's
do
all
it.
we saying.
Like, and
Yes.
I wanted you, like, I really hope that you grasp the fact that when you sent it to us, the answer was go forth from
Right.
everybody.
Like it was
Like,
no turn. Like
it was like no turning back.
No.
Like,
Get it.
and
Right.
it just proves the kind of circle that people need to have.
The facts.
That believes as much as you.
No,
So we
for
like,
sure.
what we doing this? Like,
Like,
Listen.
I'm gonna make a phone call today. And
Yeah.
you want to pull up, we're gonna do a prayer circle
No, right.
on our way home.
listen,
It's doable.
right after.
Listen,
You got time class
I mean, I could be on the Zoom without being on the Zoom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be.
because it's not far away. We can legit just
Listen.
run there, do
Relax.
the pray. Because when I drove to the location
Mhm.
and I looked at it, I said, God, you can.
For sure.
It's maintained, but it's abandoned. Okay, somebody got it, but they're not using it.
Yeah.
It's purpose. Then I saw the dude. You see the picture?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who this guy is.
Who this dude is?
But what you're showing me, it is production.
Uh-huh.
But outside that, there's offices within the building, so there's radio.
Yeah.
But then there's, I can tell you how far people I got, because I can tell you, I don't put her a little name on the door. My head, she got a name.
Come on.
This is your office. Why
Listen.
not? You know. So I can get caught up.
Oh,
But
for
Lord,
sure.
whatever.
So in the meantime, we just pray people.
Pray people.
Listen, y'all
What?
think God does something crazy. Okay?
Listen.
No, for real.
Listen.
And then people want to talk about New Year's. Oh, here you
Yeah,
go.
right.
Listen.
I
What?
said, you better have a prophetic moment.
Listen.
Like, for real.
No,
No,
it's
facts.
gonna happen.
It's going down
It's
this morning. We get back. Big Girl Chronicles. You don't want to miss that, man. It is Tuesday. Bible study tonight at 4600 Union Road, Buffalo, New York, Chitawaka. Let me pull up 6 to 7 to 8. But it's going down. Big Frank in the morning. We're on fire. 716. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yep. Hey.
That same time that you gave us going out, give it to us going in. Let everybody come in. We wish you know we were vivid. How y'all feeling this morning, y'all?
Morning, Keita.
Good.
Keep.
Yo, I was proud of you yesterday, man.
Go
You better
Ace.
be vocal. I was proud. I was like, yes, come through.
Yeah, Keita, you want to call in for a pretty big ass.
Listen, what?
Just
Pull
lie.
up.
Might as well just come in.
It's just time for you to show up.
No,
That's
facts.
That's how you gonna go. You might as well just go.
And the song is prophetic.
Be here and do.
Listen, If y'all didn't
It's
know,
your time.
the song is "Go Get It" by Mary.
No.
Gone now. You can get it.
Yeah, because I ain't gotta be on the camera.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
supposed
good.
to go my love. I can be on the camera. It's not me on the
yeah. So
She said, "Come get me off my her."
Listen,
this is where you want to be at, Keita. Listen, this is the multi-million-dollar room.
Keita, real talk. If you're trying to come tomorrow, I will come and pick you up.
It's like everybody here except myself
Mhm.
journeyed from across the borders.
Listen.
Right.
I'm gonna be at the location at some point. But yo, I don't know. I just said, and that's not the first time I drove by. It's not the first time.
Word.
I've been looking at. This is what I kept hearing. I kept seeing. I went to a man.
Morning, Josh.
AJ Ernine.
And I see crocodiles. And it's like in a commercial. It's not like churchy, it's like a commercial looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at moving. Boom.
Blend right
I
in.
kept thinking commercial residential, but it's it ain't gotta look like any.
For sure.
But I walked up and said, "Oh, this is good. This is a good ready-made building because I believe it's just me talking outside that there's components inside. I ain't believe it, but I just believe that there's components in the building where we can just move in and start.
Right.
The back where I saw that could be a big project for expansion and growth.
Facts.
Like yes, it's in where it starts here, yes, it's work here, yes, it's every day here, but the back where you're possibly in multi-million-dollar. I don't even know. Like, and I feel bad for all those churches.
Listen, what?
Y'all don't want to talk real this morning.
Talk your talk.
No, I mean, we have real morning.
I don't have an agenda. I don't
Talk
have a
that
goal.
Tuesday.
But what I do realize, if there is no succession for the current leadership in their location, when transition happens, where do they go?
Right.
Facts.
They got to find somewhere else.
Why not?
Why not? I'm just saying.
Boy.
I'm just
Let's
talking.
be the house that houses.
The
Come
house.
on.
Yo, talk y'all talk.
Come
It's
on.
Talk That Talk Tuesday. Come on.
No, like,
What?
And honestly, like, that's what I'm so.
Yeah.
Welcome to this is honestly where Big Girl Chronicles started.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, and even today's Big Girl Chronicles came from from a special place.
Gotcha.
Because even though we make the joke, and I'm not gonna repeat the nickname. Something happened on Saturday that changed me forever.
Baby.
Like that, and it made me to the point where it's like I'm trying to get into it without getting into it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to? Are you ready to occupy what you've been asking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if that's the
Ooh.
and if not, why you keep asking?
Oh, put pressure in the room today. When I say put pressure in the room, put pressure.
So
No, for sure.
when I come in for Big Girl Chronicles, I'm really drop it because I had to. Yeah. Big Girl Chronicles is gonna tap into it because I've been seeing it a lot on Facebook. Oh, I'm ready for my next blessing. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
What did you make room? Okay.
Did you make room?
Listen, no, okay.
Listen.
No, because I talked this morning about just if you reach within your limit, it's not a miracle.
Facts.
You reach in the fact of which you know you can do. Y'all don't, okay. Now, y'all know the story I'm telling y'all all week that God got to come to us and do it.
Yeah.
Tell me this for a long time that God will do what He does to maintain.
Yeah.
So I get a check on Sunday, right? God, this is for things, right? Cool. I get paid from a job I forgot I worked for. Okay, got it.
Okay, cool, Lord.
Come on.
I love when that happens.
Come on,
Like,
James.
I forgot.
Okay, the monthly design goes up. Okay, cool. I checked the mailbox. It's 1,300. I said, okay. I said, God, you can do it like this for me?
Come on.
For sure.
So by tomorrow,
Back to back.
But pay attention though. But by tomorrow, all bills are caught current.
Yeah.
But mind you, though, they were already past due.
Come
I'm
on.
already in the season, in the moment of grace. But the question is, are you willing to obey to the edge? And that's a challenging place to be.
Yeah.
To be like, God, now listen, I'm 3 days out from the insurance saying we've done with you. Okay, God. What you gonna do? Okay, God, how you gonna make it?
It's done.
All right. Now you can say, I believe in financial literacy. I believe in the concept of knowing how to be a good steward of your funds. But I am definitely in the season of faith, of growth and development. So I understand the season. And God just keep going. I gave God because when I ain't gonna hold you, even though you trust the God in faith, the mind knows.
Yeah.
Bills is due. I'm a real human.
Stress.
Fact.
All right, y'all. But the repo with football. But for him to show up for me,
Yeah,
like I said, God, come on.
got to.
And I got 6 pending contracts. Like, God, do what you gonna do?
Come on.
Ooh.
That's and honestly,
Just wait till
it's
after Sunday. I would just say that. I said wait till after Sunday.
it's baffling. It's baffling me because like yesterday, I had a mini moment at work. Felt kind of bad. How much time we got?
50 seconds.
Talk about that in a second.
I'll come right in to it.
How to tell me my face ashy nothing.
I know. It was the glory of God. Jay Shree, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and this edition of Big Girl Chronicles is titled "Are You Ready?" So let me explain where this is coming from. I was, for some particular reason, God is deciding to do that wake you up early in the morning situation. Me and Dylan need to have a conversation about that. But God gave me a post on Facebook, and it basically said on the post, paraphrasing, we have to, are you ready for the manifestation of your blessing? Because if you don't prepare for what's coming, you're going to mishandle the manifestation when it comes. And it made me pose the question, how often are we praying to God for something but we haven't prepared for it? So let me explain. Y'all know I'm about to be temporarily carless for a second. But I was like, okay, trying to get everything in order. But I was making room for the new car that's coming. So I wanted to make sure I knew where my plates were. I wanted to make sure, okay, I'm going to make sure I try to have money put to the side for the insurance, for the registration. I'm making room for my next miracle. But if I said, God bless me with a car with nothing in order, I would have mishandled the car. I wouldn't have been able to get the car on the road. I would have had a bunch of hangups to keep me from actually being able to get in my new car. So what are you saying? We have to get to the place where we stop asking God for stuff that we are not prepared to have. We out here, God, I want $1 million. You can't handle $1,000 and you don't pay your tithes. So it's like, why are we keep putting ourselves in a position where we're asking God to manifest things that we're not ready for, but then when it comes, then you try to prepare and you end up mishandling what you have. We have to get to the place that if you are asking God to make you a multimillionaire, operate like a multimillionaire. If you are asking God for a house, do what you need to do to prepare to get that house. Get rid of the junk that you should have got rid of 16 years ago that's still sitting there that needs to go away. We have to start getting into the place where we are operating what we're trying to occupy. Because you're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're intelligent.
Yeah.
And you're graceful.
Yeah.
You a big girl.
You what?
You a big guy.
You who?
You big people.
Listen, this is going down. Listen, real talk in a real conversation. The part where she's talking about preparing, that's working in faith. Faith without works is that preparation is the work. Trusting and believing that God will and that God can. And when you learn to do the work, it shows, okay, let's go.
Right.
Because you believe. Because you believe, I can do it for you. Not only that, but I can super exceed your timeline of your expectation when I can, because I will. Because I'm just that guy.
Sure.
So definitely prepare for it. Prepare for it because I think about that because God already gave me a concept of conversation. Like I told you, He's giving me the answer for the questions that He's been given.
Right.
So He's giving me the answer, so I know what I need to do to discuss the plan I have for what I'm getting ready to go pursue. But I got to prepare.
Right.
The preparation means opportunity. They go, all right, if you're not preparing, you're not going to be able to. I mean, God will bless you and you not be ready and you have to catch up and you be mad at the press.
Right.
You'll be mad at, oh my God, why ain't gonna? You should have
been ready.
Fact. So Listen, India, do me a favor, India, if you're on, give us a call 716-371-2780. I want to hear your story about your vehicle. Oh, I feel like you got a word to testify. Give us a call 716-371-2780. And when we get back, we're gonna get into the question of the day. Can you be friends with an ex, and would you invite them to your wedding?
If you got that.
You got married. We'll talk about it. We talk about it when we get back. We're on fire. 716 Pick Frank in the morning.
Can you turn my headphones up?
What number is he? You guessing before?
There we go. All right, cool.
Ron Keita said if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's what I'm
Yeah.
Oh, Ron Keita, how you living? Ron Keita, feel free to call in and talk about yourself a little. No, you're good. No, you're
But
good.
no, because I was getting ready to go to work. So yesterday I had a meeting over at work because I've been trying to, follow up habit. I've been trying to follow up what she said OH. India said I tried calling, but it's busy.
All right.
But I've been having to put I'm gonna put them out there because y'all make me mad. Ally and Geico on three-way calls because there's a lot of miscommunication between them. Cool. Come to find out, he was like, "Oh no, we're not releasing this to you. We're not releasing that to you. We're not doing this until we get this issue." Hey, Sharita.
What up, sis? How you doing?
So it was just back-to-back issues. So I had a mini moment. Had a few angry tears. My coworkers was like, "You good?" Need a moment. Cool. Come to find out.
He's like, get off that.
Oh no. Come to find out that they gave me some misinformation. I could have ordered my title weeks ago because the only thing holding up the funds was my title. So I was like, "You kidding me?" So I could have had this weeks ago. So I was frustrated. Like I got frustrated because I'm like, all I had to do was just have the title for Geico.
Yeah.
And I could have had my fun. I could have had my fun weeks ago. Mad. But like this morning when I had that conversation that I dropped, was I really ready? Because 3 weeks ago, I was so in a rush to get anything that I might have mismanaged the money and just bought anything. And then would have had to mess around and shuckle up the butt at church. Because now I need a new blessing. Because this quote unquote blessing wasn't for me. Because weeks ago I was so anxious, like I just need to find something, I gotta get something, I gotta take care of this, and send me take this from my anxiety and my anxiousness would have kept me from what God was really trying to get me into. So even though I was frustrated in that moment, I had to see, like, no, you needed that space for that. Because you would have messed around and got something. Because at that time I was looking at all private owners. I could have been sold a piece of crap.
Yeah.
And three days later, put on the side of the road, practically give me. Like,
No, for
so
sure.
I had to believe that at that time it was the timing of God, in understanding that there was the delay, like the delay of the situation was preparing me for what my promise actually was.
Yeah.
And when I saw it that way, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Because God's timing, I say all the time, is impeccable.
For sure.
Right? Not saying they don't feel the best all the time, but his timing is impeccable. And I said this morning on my live. On my live, I said, listen, sometimes you're not going to get the release what you want because what you're reaching for is less than what he wants you.
Right.
If God is telling you that, I'll call you to the head now, to above that release, a little another power, call you up to higher for you to reach for lesser and lower. I'm not about to bless you with it.
For sure.
What would I look like being with God? When you have your own will, you can do what you want to do.
Right.
But what I look like being with God, who's trying to take you up,
Right.
something that's down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give you less than to give you, but I got more for you. I'm trying to get you, and I'm going to choose it right. I'm trying to get you up.
Right.
You know, my logic, my concept, and my money management, I can do this a whole lot different.
Right.
But I can't look at, because as much as we talk about your heart. People don't see your heart.
Nah,
People don't see your true intent
none
to
of
it.
that.
They only see what's presented before them. And God sometimes wants you to be the best presentation of Him when you pull up,
Facts.
when you walk up, when you move. You're not flexing. You're not flowing. You're not trying to be Giddy. I'm somebody in the city. Bum bum giddy.
Not bum bum to get.
Not bum bum giddy.
But what it is I want you to represent how good I've been to you
Yeah.
through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was a word.
Because He has been. He
Coming.
has been just. He has been. He has been. He took me out of the bucket mouth and played. Put me on top of the ground. Turn me around. We go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done it for me. So I shouldn't look like anything less than what I've been.
No, for sure.
There are seasons of up and down. I get it. I have to learn. You reprogram. But once I've been reprogrammed,
Right.
now it's time to build.
Yeah.
Now it's time to evolve. Now it's time to grow and hit the next level. So that was good. That was a good big girl prop.
Welcome to Talk Your Talk Tuesday.
Talk your
Talk
talk.
your
Talk
Your
Your
Talk
Talk Tuesday.
Dang, the phone line not working.
Learn
Listen, no, for real.
I fixed it around.
Learns you something.
Talk Your Talk Tuesday. Testimonial Tuesday. So if you got some knowledge that you want to drop to the people, put it in the comment box because right now we have some temporary issues.
On the phone.
Facts. Now.
Yeah.
Now you can call 716-371-1903. Wait, don't do that yet. You forgot to find the attachment. We find the attachment.
I was about to be like, yo, I'll give you a Google Play number.
Right.
You want to get my private number?
Yeah, I don't have to look here. Listen, if you call
You
me,
better go on Facebook and request to be on the live.
no, I'm saying we can listen, but we know how will we hear them? But
Yeah, that'd be
I would
true.
have
Nevertheless,
to talk about you
let's go ahead and get into the question of the
question
day.
of the day.
Can you question
First
number one,
question.
For real.
can you be friends with an ex?
Yes.
Yes.
I have no problem with being friends with someone that I was in a relationship before.
Yes to the X.
But that's also because I have not had an actual relationship in which we left on terrible terms.
that part.
I wish I had those people.
You didn't leave a terrible term. It was a mutual separation. So,
Even not even so much that was mutual, but it wasn't there was no
Reason to
no
hate each other.
hatred. There was
Yeah.
no negative feelings about it. It was just a matter of it was just a matter of fact of it. Well, okay, except for one, but the negative feelings wasn't necessarily from they weren't reciprocal. If that makes sense. So it was like
one moved out of town. He left. The other was up in the church.
she got a new church now. She was tired of you.
She was just like,
Sharita said we could be associates but not friends. That's a negative ghostwriter. That's
Not a negative ghost,
Ghost
right?
He's like, that's a negative ghostwriter. I
That
can't be
is-
friends with nobody. Not a nan,
Well, you know,
Not
a couple of them.
and I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna say this for myself because I can't hold hatred towards you, and then you may not be a friend,
Right.
you may just be an associate in the sign, and I have to accept that because I can't let my personal, like when people that hate me have to come pray, I need prayer and deliverance, I can be like, I need lay hands, but hey, somebody
Yeah.
come in the room. Yeah,
No, for sure.
You do that hand.
I do have
From
I do
across the
have-
room.
I do have-
God don't touch it.
It is different because you gotta define exes.
Everybody not an ex.
is in a relationship.
What's up, Erica?
Sometimes
That's a
it was just a visitation to the prison walls.
Not to the prison.
Not to the
Wow.
prison wall.
Oh.
So it wasn't really a relationship. It was just several visitations.
Ex means relationship.
He was walking around.
Because ex smash buddies is a different dynamic.
But
Ex smash buddies it's not the same as like an ex. Because an ex you had a relationship, but it gets complicated
but
if you still connected to an ex smash buddy and then you invite the ex smash buddy to the wedding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right.
but no, because
But they know that we not friends though. We wasn't friends.
On air online, we mentioned earlier. That's what that was. We were not. It was not an official. We know somebody rocking, knocking the boots, boots, boots. No.
I'm done.
That's it. That's all
I'm done.
Y'all don't understand the no part. That part is hilarious. That part is hilarious.
So that's what that was. But now that person is a part of daily responsible living. They happen to be, and there is a relationship there. And
Ronquita said, no exes be at my wedding.
Because there is no conflict.
Right.
There is no. I'm trying to go back. Number one, how long ago this relationship was.
Right.
This. Come on now. I was trying to figure out who. I was living in my
But
mind.
your ex-man situation actually became a very good friend, which is a very rare situation. That's because everything in your life is real. So
That's true. That's very
are
true.
definitely,
You definitely
You
is.
live a life of the exception, not really the rule. Okay? And Sharita said you can't be friends with your ex-man, but either that's another nigga.
Nah.
But I will say that it did have its challenges because once my wife knew that was like it's not even it's you can paint this narrative if you want to based upon what you've been fed by media and life in the world,
right?
Or you can take this really for what it is.
For what I'm telling you.
And then not only that, and I'm gonna say this for the false narrative of relationships.
Yeah.
You allow people to make you assume and believe that I was linking up with this. I availed myself as a friend to help. That was the extent of what that was.
For sure.
See, I don't think I would want an ex-bash buddy just because I wouldn't want my husband to be like, I know what it was like when he get that, I know what that was like. Like that's awkward for me. Like, yo, she got that.
I don't know.
But somebody said something slick because the way she was with you, she met with people. I'm gonna pull out something different that you never had. Now watch it. Sure. Some of the tricks she may do might feel the same, but it's something that she said she would never will do that I make her do that she did with you. There's a level of comfort. It's tears to this.
It's tears.
Yeah.
It's tears.
Levels to this.
Sharita said it matters how long the relationship was, but also how deep the relationship was. If the person was someone you loved and truly cared for, no, they won't be at my wedding. Nah, bruh. Nah.
Oh, see, I was just answering the first question. Can you be friends with somebody that's your ex? I can be friends with anybody. Am I friends with my exes? No. Are we cool? Are we cool enough to a point like if I see you, what's up? Oh my god, how you been? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, maybe not out the blue. You know what I'm saying? But like if you heard I got married and you bought, us something, that's the extent of where I am as far as my exes go, because I don't talk to them. So but like,
I don't think I would ever ask an ex to go to a wedding.
But yeah, I wouldn't ask an ex to be at a wedding. Not a real ex. Not a real one. Because
it's weird.
I had a friend who we kind of was together for a little while, but we broke it off. Like, we just better being friends. Like, I could, if we were close still, I could see myself asking her to come because she's just a friend. I don't have any feelings. But what I'm saying is I don't have any feelings, and to me she wasn't really an ex. So like, she's just a friend that at one point, I thought that I would like, but I ended up finding out that we just cool. You know what I mean? So like
it's a difference between being cordial and friends with exes. Yeah, because I could be cordial. What about you, Mike? I can't. No, because of my history, and it's not even trying to be funny. Because of my history, I wouldn't open up the door for friendship.
For sure.
At least 85% of my history.
No, for sure.
I'm talking about like the 15%. The 50% that I might have considered reduced. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there was a guy that I talked to a long time ago. And if we happen to reconnect, he was a really good friend before we started dating and stuff like that. But like the reason why we broke up is because he was ready for more and I was Like
Right.
I was in my I just want to chill phase.
I
He was
just want
like,
to be
I want to like be in a serious relationship at the marriage phase. And at that time, I wasn't feeling that. That's the only person I could be like, if we ever reconnect and was friends again, I could see there. But the rest of them.
Not the rest of them.
Most of them don't even know my location no more. Like, Rakita said, "No, babe, we're not taking gifts from exes. They can keep that."
Well, you better, y'all crazy. You better jump the nuggets. You better jump that money and buy a couch. Okay.
I was just saying, you know.
Not by but is that acceptable to accept the gift?
Yes.
We can get
You
into a lot of
gifted us.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not giving it to me. You're giving it to the.
what if it's
to the-
person specific?
Thank you.
Like if it's
Come on, bro.
like,
Okay.
but the only thing that could be person specific with me is anime. If you don't buy me anime, I don't.
Fire
it's not gonna be-
716, Fire 716, Fire 716, Fire 716, your boy, your friend, elected the Big Frank in the morning. What's going on? I pray your day is going well. We about to get into the question today because there's no need to delay or play. Listen, if you want to call the number, change for today, 716-371-1903. That's 716-371-1903. Feel free to give us a call in. But the question of the day,
Yeah.
it's really a two-part question. So,
Which
question
is
number
kind of
one,
went to a 3-part.
can you be friends with your ex
Yes.
and would you invite them to your wedding?
Can I be friends with them?
Yeah.
I believe that I could be friends with them. Will I be friends with them? No, possibly no. I don't see us becoming friends.
Yeah.
Could I be friends? Yes, because I'm just a friendly person in general. But I wouldn't be friends with them because friends for me is we hang out, we see each other from time to time. You know what I mean? And it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Can't be friends and it's gonna be a big deal in my household. So
I think it for the other one, of course not at all. I wouldn't even engage.
No.
I wouldn't even bring that back into my presence because the Holy Spirit told me to lay hands, deliver, set free, and keep moving.
And you would have to have witnesses.
Yeah, I wouldn't even the Bible. But certain people who like don't really even the last one before I got married with the baby in the hood situation.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I wouldn't even. You know, she can't come. She. No, man. Yeah,
Oh.
get it. She can't show up unless it's the Lord's assignment. That's it. That's it. But I think I do have friends who were exes back in the day and associates, and for one of them, it was just a long time ago. It was just I am now 30-something, 33. And I was back then. I was 19, 10, 11, 12. I'm not applying those. This is at a conclusion.
Right.
We're not picking up old.
right, I'm not thinking ain't
Right, there's
no feelings here
Right.
like that.
And then though, I've addressed that with that person.
Mm.
Like this is nothing. I know what the people outside saying. This is nothing. So we can. And then I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. I had to fight a rumor. Like, come on, like you. This friendship is a pure friendship.
Right.
No agenda, no side, no violation, zero zilch at all. No intention to do so.
Right.
Because people on the outside talking, church niggas.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally.
Don't take it
No,
personally.
take it personally.
They always want to make somebody.
Right.
Right.
That's not even what this is. I'm good. I know I'm good. I put nothing but baddies. I know who I am. This ain't that. I'm sorry.
He's so humble.
His real
He's just so
his
humble.
real feelings came out.
But no, not a nan
Nan?
ex.
Nan?
Not a nan ex.
Man.
I'm not being friends with you because you're gonna look into that the wrong way. Oh, they trying to open up the door and be friends? No.
I could be
No.
friends because
It's not. It depends on the delivery of their friendship. Because if it just happens to be friends, we rocking. If it's not because I want to be friends because we'll hang out. No, it's just about you here and I'm here. Oh,
Yeah.
we cool.
Right.
And we not violate. We just rock.
for sure.
It was what it was. It's not no longer. Move
Right.
on. We're moving on. And like if I give the church invitation to come to the event, hey, I'm not gonna start showing up.
Right.
For sure.
Rakita said once the relationship is over, that door is locked, changed, deadbolt, and locked with the blowtorch seal at the bottom of the ocean. Minor.
I can't take one to
But
a
if-
wedding though.
But
That's
if
all.
that's the case,
Can't no ex to my
their
wedding.
appearance,
No.
their presentation and surrounding shouldn't even be an issue.
Right. It shouldn't even be a problem. That's how I feel.
If it's so
Exactly.
If it's so dead, why it don't even matter.
No, the
Shouldn't matter.
reason, but like I would say for some people, the reason why their exes is a no because even the opportunity of friendship will lead them to thinking something else. Because like I can speak personally for me, any of my exes and like even like I was explaining with the last guy, we had a that's the one guy is the only person I can see myself being friends with. But the guy before him, Snacky Cakes, it would be open door to maybe I still got an opportunity, even though he could have married. So I would not open that door for friendship at all because it's an idea. Oh, okay, I still got her attention. I can still be friends with her. There's still a possible smash.
Yeah.
No. Uh-uh.
Yeah. But you know,
All things
but
new at my wedding.
will,
All things
I
new.
will. But
All
I think that
things
men and women
new,
handle
yes.
situations different.
Completely
The
different.
impact that is different. I think it's a different impact. It don't hit us the same.
Right.
I'm as cocky as I was at that then. I was willing to pass my situation on to my
To the homie?
listen, Phil.
That's what you used to do though.
I was in a place, the yellow one. Oh yeah, great man. I wouldn't live in a room. I hear you, but feel free. Dig, dive, destroy. Feel free. Do what you do because I was just at that place. So her presence or her, I was just it's whatever.
That's a different conversation that I have. I have a different conversation with that. That's
But it's
church
just
Oh,
like,
they
not
said
ready for that.
your mic is not clear. It's not that clear.
1 2. Is it too loud? 2 1. Big Frank. 1 2.
There we
3
go.
7.
Let us know how it sounds.
Sorry.
But Rankita said because people take friendly matters as they want you back, and some people do.
you gotta.
I hear you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
but, you know.
yeah.
If it's us, we can't.
It's a dog. You can do. No, but I got you.
But everybody doesn't have. I know guys that don't have the same perspective with you.
That's
Because
very true.
I know for sure if I was to engage with an ex and be like, hey, let's be friends. I know he plotting like,
It's-
oh, we gonna be friends now, but I'm gonna win her over again, and then we gonna get married. Like I know him.
It is very much possible,
He
but
real Kanye.
but it's very, once again,
I'm just playing with the
I
Kanye.
get it. I get it.
She said it's better now. You have to speak it.
You have to know. All right, hold on. Something major just happened. God is doing the work right now.
Yeah.
But no, definitely. I get it because I was once. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's you talking about a hopeless romantic, okay?
Right.
And I get it, and I get the dangers of it. But you gotta know. So like I said, it depends per person.
Right.
It depends on who's doing what.
Right.
It depends on who's doing what.
Right.
So.
But most definitely, would I invite an ex to a wedding, to my wedding? No.
Yeah.
That can't happen. Not even, and it's not even a me thing or anything. I know what that will create, and because that time is not about that kind of stuff, will not even do it. You know what I mean? You know, ran into you at Walmart, fine. At Barnes and Nobles, cool. You know what I'm saying? At Dave and Buster's with the homies, all right. You know what I mean? At my wedding that was planned and you had to pick people, probably not the best idea.
All right, listen, it's going down, y'all, this morning. Listen, if you want to be on the air, we can work some things out for you. The phone is going to do a little situation. We'll fix that end of the day. What's going on with that? But you can either, get a link from us online and you join the Facebook right now, right where you're at from home. Or you can call 716-1903. 716, that was a terrible introductory number. 716-371-1903. It's going down. Big Frank in the morning. We're on fire. 716.
Listen. 716. Some of the best in urban and inspirational.
What a gangsters. I like it.
I didn't go there. But yeah, I can't do that.
I can't do it except
Because I
for
was trying to the mic that they're gonna try to interrupt or break up with us.
see, for me it's not even that. It's just
It's going to be more so because my wife more so than me because I don't care.
yeah,
I'm being real. I truly don't care.
right,
But because she may have a challenge with it,
right.
we won't do it. But for me, please show up, pull up. Like, tag your mom and them.
Take pictures. Take pictures. So
Would you
look,
try to vote for your mother?
look at me being happy. Look at me being happy. You know what I'm saying? Look what I'm doing out here. You know what I mean? I don't know. See, because I'm a guy, you know, showing up to my wedding is more of a flex for me. It's like, come on, you see what I'm doing over here. Could have been you missed it. Like, you know, that's on you. But like, I totally understand. Like, you know, I wouldn't do it because, you know, I know it will make it'll make my wife uncomfortable. So I won't even do that. So yes.
Okay, so
Cause I love you.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh, please.
accepting gifts.
I love you.
It depends on what kind of gift it is. If it's money, drop it off for real. If it's a benefit for the house, drop it off for real. If it's just for you, and it's like, oh, kudos to you for your advancement in life.
If it's just for me and it's expensive, leave the receipt.
Fine. So,
I'm just saying.
Because some people are petty and they live in their gift giving. It is person specific.
Leave the
Like
receipt.
if you always wanted a PS5
Leave the receipt.
and it was just like,
Well,
oh, I thought it, yeah,
see,
you know,
me,
not, you know,
I done talked to Quita about the PS5 thing, and I had told her like, look, if anybody ever dropped over the PS5, we just gonna forget about it all. We just gonna take it and keep it pushing.
if this is going to benefit our house, we're good. If it can be you specific, but it's for us to hold. Okay, it depends on the agenda. It depends on.
She said she gearing up coming out of retirement just in case if you don't try that. See, Keita, as you. Oh, she said my mic is going. Here we go.
No,
That's your headphones.
That's the control your microphone.
Yeah, that's it.
See, Keita, as you have been engrafted into this family, you ain't even got to come out of retirement.
Right, it's too many other niggas around.
It's way too many sisters that Daniel has for you to even have to come out of retirement to do that because you're not acting a fool on your wedding day.
Too many people just
You
there.
already got sister
Like,
top flight.
It's gonna be
waiting
it's gonna be at least 15 people there waiting to drag. Anyway,
Right.
they're like, I want somebody. I'm a drag them. I'm ready
We
to
love
drag.
our brother, so we wouldn't have you mess up your makeup or your outfit. Like
Ready
top
to
flight
drag.
at the door.
Ready to drag with
Ready to drag. Point and drag.
with,
It'll be a point drag.
with Santana shoes on, everything. Go ready.
Oh, Carlos Santana.
Ready to drag. Ready to drag with the Carlos
It's
shoes
all,
on.
yeah, for me, certain things I just.
Oh, it'd be funny though. I would watch it.
It don't hold weight, but I would just be cautious of my partner and how they would react.
Right. That's what it comes down to at the end of the
But
day.
I don't care. The other one show up, yeah, the red one show up, blue
You
one
know?
show up.
Yeah, like I said, come take pictures,
you know,
so you can post on Facebook about what you missed. It's fine, you know what I'm saying? God bless somebody else. You know? What can I tell you? I don't
God bless.
know.
God gave somebody else the blessing.
Right.
Click, click.
You know what I'm saying?
Click.
I'm gonna point at the camera. My man.
I made some confessions that I just lied about. I'm coming to get you.
She said we got it on like I would drag a trick chick for my bro in my Louboutins. That's
Come
what I'm
on.
talking about. Lubos and drag. Lubos and drag. So I was about to ask a question and I just totally forgot it now.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely the gifts. If it's money, I'm taking it.
Oh, easy.
If it's appliances, I'm taking it.
Without result. Without result.
If it's something personal for me that is cheap, I'm not taking it. Okay. If it's something that's personal for me and expensive, leave a receipt. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And if you out there, Ron Quita X's, if you want to bring something, make sure it's expensive so we can take it back. Thank you. Because I don't have no problem picking up $200 worth of nothing nowhere. Okay. I'm okay with store credit at JC Penney's because I'm gonna spend it on my daughter. So, because I'm spending it on my daughter. It's fine. So let's get, do the thing.
That is funny.
I'm just saying,
It is really sad that you really got people concurring on here. Like, yeah, I'll fight my Santanas, I'll fight my Lupus, because this is what we do. Because if somebody like real talk, and I was in flats at Frank's wedding too, if somebody had a cut a fool at his wedding, wouldn't have been no problems. Not a drop of problem.
Just drop some blood.
You would have just saw somebody getting dragged out by their lace front. Keep going, don't worry about it. Take out some trash.
Not the good lace front too. Went to the salon, got it done.
She said we definitely don't need no appliances.
I'm just saying, you can always sell it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You want to give me a wash machine or a dryer? You know what I'm saying? I'll take what I got. That's all
that
I'm
is
saying.
funny.
You want to drop off wash with a dryer just to be petty because it's heavy? Don't worry. I got to pick up trash.
That is fun.
Your petty is going to be a come up for me. Trust me. You don't got to worry about it. God bring blessings through petty and.
Because I've seen people like I've seen people get in arguments like, but we friends, but that's your ex, but we friends. But that's your ex. Like, they can't come. And it was like, but we're friends. Like, we're legit friends.
This is my thing. If we are in a relationship and you know that I'm friends with my ex,
Right.
after you done got it through your head and you got it through all your emotions because it's gonna come. You know what I mean? If you see that it's not that we still gonna be friends or whatever, and you get over it eventually, like I don't see an issue with them, because if I'm friends with my ex, I'm hoping that you will also become friends with them.
Right.
Now, if
That's good.
if you choose to not be friends, even though the person come and try to be friends with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if they're a good friend.
Right.
That's my ex from high school or something.
Yeah.
We really good. Like I'm 20-something. I'm 29 years old now. We really good friends. We've been friends now.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Gotta be different.
The one individual, we were friends and legit. The situation was what it was back in, we always say like 88, but that's back in 2002, 2014, 15, 16. No, probably 2008. Realistic. But that we're not there yet. Our friendship now we've never resulted back to that at all.
Right.
So before my wife became my fiance, my girlfriend, before anything, we had the friendship. It was there. We were rocking out. We operated together in assignments, what was required. You know, it was what it was. Need situation, it's just what it was. But sometimes we paint a narrative that's just not real. And now you're offended for an idea or a concept that's just not real.
Right.
It's not what it is. And I hate to say it, but people fed the nonsense.
Right.
And you fell into that feed.
Yeah.
But you've excommunicated yourself from connection. They have no beef with you. They're as open as you. They're down for connecting as you, but because you feel the type of way based off some narrative from the outside because you're not in it, you oh no, what you mean? Well, truth to be told, this would be the best asset to us for real.
Right.
Not on the strength of nothing violating or anything foul at all. So
that was my
talking
question.
about
that.
My other question was, and like, it's different for you because you are already married.
Yeah.
Do you feel like certain friends or family needs to be in your wedding based on your relationship?
No. Okay, I mean,
Like the reason why
no.
this is something that was, I know a person that went through a situation, and because they're close to like their brothers, like I am, they was like, okay, obviously, you know, I have my bridesmaids, but my brother is like almost my best friend, and asked her future fiance, can my brother be one of your groomsmen? And the dude was like, no.
I don't know him like that.
And he was like, she was like, well, what's the problem? He was like, you got your girls, I got my boys.
Yeah.
And he was just like, but you know how much this person means. And they got into a huge argument because it was just like, you know, this person is like my best friend. Obviously, I can't make him my maid of honor.
Sure, you can
Can
make
I please have my brother? And it was like an argument between them for a minute.
Then step outside the norm and make him your man of honor.
Right, make him your best man. Sure.
That's just what it is.
It's your boy for real.
For me on my side, because I'm in that rock with your boy for real.
Right.
I know that's your boy. Y'all been rocking.
Right, but
he been giving me hell since we started. I'm not about to put him on my side and be like, oh, no. If you want him in the wedding, you take him as your defender.
Right.
That's fine. He's on your side.
Right.
And he's gonna put on his same colors as them in the man suit. And that's your man-made man of honor.
Be
a
G about it.
The groom was like, why? Basically said something to that nature, like, why don't you make him man of honor? She was like, because he's not gay. Like, she was like, this, like, he's okay with them being like super close, but he's clearly not gay.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not gonna put him as a man of honor because that comes off as gay. That's like kind of disrespectful.
But you don't want him in the wedding.
Right. And I don't see it as gay. It's like, man,
say, yeah, keep him on your side.
man of honor.
Like,
what's so gay? What's gay about being a man that is honorable? That's honorable.
Because my thing is, because for me and my side, it's your bros who I had to deal with and go through to get to you.
Shoot, my thing is,
my best
like
man, my man. It's my
right.
family. I mean, I lined this up to suit
me
and gonna hold you and to rock out with them and have a good time. And I don't need your boy there. I know. And then I'm not saying everybody live fine with a bachelor, but I don't need him going to report back to you because he's loyal to you about what happened at this bachelor for me.
Right.
Shrita said the groom probably did not want the bride's male best friend of the wedding because men can't detect when there is an issue or when the other man has a thing for his woman.
That's true, because I don't care. I don't care.
Somebody said something to me, like, 'cause if your attraction to her is one thing, get it. She
Right.
bad. She beautiful.
I understand.
Now, her entertainment of you, that's not the conversation.
She said
Right.
your fiance should be your best friend, not your own, not her own.
It should be, because I will say that I had to readjust friendships.
Mhm.
Didn't dismiss them; they're not gone.
Right.
But I'm no longer as accessible
Right.
as I was now that I'm married.
Right.
You got it good, like, not trying to sound funny, but you got it good because your friends understood the adjustment.
Right. Because some
Like,
people,
nobody had no issue with the adjustment.
Some people,
Even like when I had that
yeah,
conversation
oh, yeah.
with Tyra, I was like, because I really didn't know Tyra, and it wasn't because I never wanted to get to know her. It was because literally I had her right when and so it's like it wasn't like I can't see myself being friends with her, but it was like when I was connected with people in the church, it was people kind of close to my age. But like I had that conversation with her, it was like, are you okay with me and Frank's friendship? And it wasn't like necessarily because I told her, I said, if you're uncomfortable with our friendship, I don't mind stepping back out of respect for you. Frank was just like, that's my friend. But I was like, as a woman to woman, and like you were blessed with a circle who was just like, Frank's married now. We not be calling him after a certain hour unless it's an emergency. Back up. Everybody doesn't have it. They don't respect the boundaries. But yeah, like I literally watched the person like they fiance got into an argument because she was just like, that's my best friend. Like y'all cool, what's the problem? And he was just like, I'm one of my groomsmen.
Right.
Like,
and respect that. Like, come on now.
Is
Put
what
him,
it
you want him in
is.
there? Make him be something else, okay?
Right.
Make him a ring bearer. I don't know. I mean, there's options, okay?
My thing is, or you want to be real extra about it. Want to be real extra about it. You know what I'm saying? Put my man in the silver suit. Make him your knight. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That'd be lit though. I ain't gonna front. That'd be
there's
kinda
no
sweet.
swords at the wedding, dude.
Gotta try it anyway.
But no, like because I actually saw a TikTok video where it was like he was the flower guy, but he had like a fanny pack, grown man, and he was straight, but it was like he had a fanny pack and he was just like throwing the flowers like as a joke.
Okay.
But people was like hollering, laughing when they saw it because it was funny. But yeah, this girl was really upset because she was just like, "Yo, this is like my best friend. Y'all cool." Like for her, it was. I can understand if y'all didn't like each other, y'all wasn't cool. You haven't hung out with him outside of us hanging out. But for her, it was just like, that's my boy. Like, why not? And he was just like, no. Shrita said,
he not
when
my
people
boy.
don't respect boundaries, there's always an issue there that needs to be investigated. There is some type of attraction. And Keita said, no swords.
This is my mentality of the situation, right?
It's just based upon your grooming. I mean,
this is my mentality of the thing. You know what I mean? Just because he your boy, that don't mean he my boy. That's one. That's one. All right. Two, because he is your boy, he can't be my boy. Because I can't have conversations with him as my boy because he your boy. And I just went through this situation a couple of years ago with a friend that was a girl of mine. You know what I'm saying? Her and my significant other became good friends. I can't talk to her no more. You know what I mean? I can't talk to her no more because it's y'all close now. We can't have no conversations.
For the groom, you can't get the truth of my nerves before this situation.
Yeah.
So you gonna run back and tell those girl, tell her.
Right. Especially if that's your best friend.
Yeah.
That's your best friend or that's your brother or something. Like, no, what I look like. You know what I mean?
Keita said they already agreed to not wear any swords at the wedding.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Oh, you already agreed to it? You already gave in?
But if you invite me, can I
Lord.
He said, "Can I bring you?"
If you just invite me and I got him underneath my suit,
That's different.
Right. Listen.
That's different. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's lit. I'm down for it.
His guests are plotting against you, Ron Keita.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? God will reveal. Anyway.
We'll be outside
Like,
the church.
me and Frank, we gonna sit across from each other. And as she's walking down the aisle, we gonna put our
Security!
Not security.
She said, yes, security!
Yo,
That head of state security.
with
this door shut and the pull off. But yeah,
She
real.
said, "Don't make me come up here." Listen, we need a Rakita opinion anyway.
That's
We need to have equal numbers of ladies in this joint.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Listen,
But yeah,
That's a
definitely.
fact.
Most-
We've only had
We got a
one-
guest tomorrow, and he gonna have the mail.
yeah.
another male.
That's okay because I'm picking up Marquise.
Are you?
Yeah, she asked me to come get her.
Oh, say
Say
less. Don't
less.
change your mind. Don't get
Listen,
off.
don't you
track.
change your
Listen,
mind,
don't you
dude.
change your mind.
Get all this testosterone in this
I
room.
think it's a
But
peach
yeah.
water.
Most- yes.
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 You do, for sure.
Get a gallon of that. Joint.
But no, like did you
9.5. Are we coming in?
You got to.
You got ask though.
It is
No,
a
I
lot.
didn't.
Okay, would you include your future bride's people in your wedding if you have?
Depending on who. If it's her brother, I would. That's the only way. Brother or cousin. That's it.
Okay.
Fire 716, feature boy, be free, like the big Frank in the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this may find you across the world. It's currently 10 minutes past the top of the hour where I am. I pray it's going well with you. Listen, locked in the room, homegirl Jake Cherie,
In the
Dark
building.
Knight,
Yeah.
Kev on air.
What up?
Question of the day has gotten intense, gotten real, has had more tears on it. If you missed that, make sure you go follow it on our YouTube and Facebook page. Recap, rebap, and do that. All right, we're going to get to our hot topics real quick. So, a New York City teacher is accused of choking a 12-year-old student.
Yes.
Probably deserve.
That's what I felt.
I'm going to say this and be very honest with you guys, because if your child
It's tripping.
is not respectable
Could be
at
me.
home
Right.
and comes to school and cause chaos, and if you haven't maintained them, gotten together, they will get dealt with accordingly.
For sure.
And you can't assume that every teacher has the etiquette, the patience, and to deal with the disobedience and the foul behavior of your child.
It's been a long year.
Listen,
You got
to this. Listen, I told you, I wrestled one kid when you in youth church to the ground. I said, this is for me. This not
Yeah.
I have been in a chokehold on the ground. I said, I don't care. No, because the behavior and the disrespect from the youth is something that's very serious and very real.
Right.
And it takes a special somebody to be able to deal. Everybody doesn't have that.
Right.
So
Because I will trip a kid in the heart.
in New York City,
What?
okay, one that
Right.
fight, none of the fight, want to fight world.
Oh, no.
You
Sure.
know,
Like, and the crazy thing is, and now, like, when I read the story, I was like, kid probably terrible, and the teacher just had enough. Like, I mean, granted, it's just the kid just didn't get major injuries. It was just kind of more of shock. And we're happy that the kid is still alive.
Right.
But I kind of got it a little bit. I felt bad because, like, it's by the way, it's Teacher Appreciation Week this week. Shout out to all
Shout out to
the
teachers.
principals, administrators, professors, doctors,
You know,
adjunct professors, whatever position you hold. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. But, like, I'm pretty sure this teacher was like, I am sick of you. You've been in my class since January. You throwing desks and chairs. You done called me a B one last time.
and
Chokehold.
why was you even that close to me for me to reach you? Like,
Right.
back up out of
you're
my personal
supposed to
space.
be in your seat while y'all over here.
Because you know the kid's probably in your face. You can't do nothing.
Choke. Turn around.
I do dance fitness after school, and I tell, I'm not a regular teacher.
Right.
Oh, I'm not them. I will clearly get out my face and do my job and be okay.
We out here looking crazy.
Bro, not-
At the end of the
It's a kid,
semester.
no, it's legit. These are young kids. They're disrespectful.
No.
Yeah.
Boy come in, and sissy and sassy when they're talking junk. Trying to, and he walked in the room roasting me, and I told this young man, I said, I'm not the one you want to roast. And he proceeded to continue. Demolished him. Now I got to deal with him. Whole class laughing. Now stop. Because you want to come in and talk about somebody. One of those, these are things you can't afford. You can't read the name brand trees. Roast his education. Forgive me if I was wrong. But
We understand.
No,
but he comes
His
in the
whole
room
life, though.
talking smack, trying to be the class clown.
You don't
I
walk.
am the clown of
You
the
don't
class.
walk in here with your Spider-Man sneakers
Karina
on.
said we out here looking crazy. It's the end of the semester. These students are crazy, and she's a professor, so I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So yeah, this kid got choked up. Bet you their life is different now.
Right.
Oh yeah, right. To change it,
Right.
you know.
But also, a U.S. exchange prisoner with Russia.
The
But
U.S.
leaves
exchange
prisoners with
Yeah.
Russia, but leaves Brittany Garner in Russian custody. Cause they don't like, they not for us.
All I want to say is that
They don't really care about us. No, and then the U.S.'s excuses was, they were exchanging terrorists for terrorists,
Oh,
and so
American
like,
terrorists. I don't want no American terrorists.
so basically, it was like they were exchanging political prisoners, pretty much. Russia had pretty much had a need for this person because they need to be under justice. The U.S. had them, so it was like, we'll give you one of ours, you give us one of theirs, and switch. But yet, Brittany is still sitting
For a vape pen?
for a vape pen,
With some little
hemp oil.
Oh man.
So it has caused an uproar. It has caused an uproar. There have been a lot of NBA players like petitioning. There's a petition going around, basically clowning the government for not rescuing Brittany. So
Right,
there is some action going on right now.
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
A New York teen arrested while attempting to protect
His autistic.
his autistic brother that was tackled by sheriff's deputy. Dang.
So the brother was having the autistic brother was having a moment in Target, and they got out of hand, and the deputy sheriff attacked the autistic boy, but the brother kind of jumped in front of the deputy
Right.
sheriff and was like, "I'm protecting my brother." Like there was like the deputy sheriff was not trying to hear,
Yeah.
Right.
and so the brother who was trying to protect his autistic brother got arrested for like basically interfering with the police issue. But he was trying to explain to him the whole time, like, he's autistic. This is just a behavior.
Right.
So yeah, he got arrested.
Wow.
See, and this is why this is why they need to have actual mental health training.
Keita said hemp oil is not even for real weed.
they,
Oh, right.
they need to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing.
This is why they need. This is why they need to have actual mental health training, actual mental health professionals when you are out here in the public. People, kids these days. It's not 1963 where if something is wrong with the kids, they just say something wrong with the kid. They don't know what it is. You know what I mean? They have
Was Officer White
issues.
Yeah, it was white.
I'm just kidding.
The white man don't care.
But the autistic boy was also white.
Right, but that's,
Yeah.
It's
But
still.
everybody is not on the extreme spectrum,
Right.
and people need to know, like, there's some that you can look at them and identify,
Right.
while there's others like they look like you and I, but once they have the behavior is when they're on the spectrum.
Right.
And for the family, because the mother was also shouting like, he's autistic, for you to keep tackling this boy,
Right. It's
you
not
had
like,
a personal vendetta.
right. It's not like he had a gun in his hand, a knife in his hand, and nothing like that.
I'll be the insight a little bit. It only depends on how aggressive was the moment. Because if I couldn't calm him down verbally, I couldn't stop. What's happening? Like, is he destroying stuff? Is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is
people?
he doing?
How much of a moment are we having?
Right.
How aggressive is it? And was the tackling aspect of it more so for the safety of what was happening or going on?
Or was it
not?
just you being aggravated that you
Fact.
couldn't calm him down?
Yeah, then the brother situation, like,
Based on the photo, the deputy had him on the ground, but his elbow was like at the back of his neck.
Mm.
So I understand.
I
All
just
of us
skip
who have worked in group homes know that sometimes skip is modified.
Right.
But if he was having a behavior and the brother and the mother were doing what they could to kind of calm him down, I would at least gave the space for the calm down before you just automatically
Then again,
attack him.
it's a white couple, and them calm down, Peter. Please stop, Peter. Peter, no,
But-
Peter, no.
But the boy autistic though. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I don't know how autistic he is. I don't know exactly what he's doing. And like you said, it depends on what is happening in the situation. Because if he just is in the middle of the street
He was in Target.
okay, so he is in Target in the store and he having a moment. If he not throwing nothing, hitting nobody, or destroying anything, you need to give him space to get it done and over with, because he doesn't have control over what he's dealing with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him the space. His parents, his mother, and his brother know what he's dealing with. And if you don't, and they not jumping on him, because if they could, if volunteer for somebody jumping on him, they would have jumped on him. They was there.
Right.
But then again, everybody's delivery of discipline is different.
Yeah.
So my mom, I'm not going to ever jump on my son. Right. So now you have this moment. You're at home, let him have his moment.
Yeah.
But in public, what were we going to do? Because just say, what if he is destroying Target?
Well, that's different. If he destroying stuff, yes, you need to grab hold of him. I'm not saying you need to tackle him because he's a child, but like you need to agree. You do need to grab him.
Goldberg spear tackle?
No,
Bro,
the way that, like,
I'm just
the way
saying,
that he hit him.
he the police. You know what I'm saying? He ain't grab him. He ain't hug him and fall to the ground.
Right,
You know what
no,
I'm saying? He ran from the
He
entrance.
suplexed
He
him.
ran, he ran, he ran from the entrance. You know what I'm
But
saying?
again, he might hit me. Okay, I need to get here and get it. So I think, like I said all the time, I need to know more of the story.
Keita said before he started having the behavior, there are always signs that shows he's about to have
It should-
one.
it
His
should
mother
let the
should have
story.
taken him outside. That's not always true. And the over like I mean, it has it. Sis in love, I do agree with you to 95% because I've worked with different populations, different type of populations of people with autism and on different spectrums. I've had some clients who just finished eating ice cream cone and they were perfectly fine and snapped and went into a behavior. And I had to kind of go into action. The only reason why I kind of believe this story a little bit is because I used to work at this business in New York City, and them security guards was tagging people just for the heck of it. Like you look like you dropped something in the dollar spot, they was coming.
And then it's also a factor if did I even know you had it?
Right.
Because if I'm responding on situation just as a person who is acting out,
Yeah.
and I'm responding, you can be yelling all day. I'm focused on here. And then I yell at him before he has it, or when I got him already choked down and hit him. Time frame makes a difference.
I think once they tackled him, his mother was like, "He calm down. He's autistic."
Oh, it's too late now. I'm already here. It's already
But
done.
I don't know because
the
if
following
because
behaviors after that,
right.
the aggressiveness after that was
Yeah,
the issue.
it's the
Because
issue.
if the brother is trying to tell you and the mom is trying to tell you they're both he's
Because
autistic,
to let him
let up.
No,
Like,
to let up now and put myself in danger. I'm here now. You get what I'm saying? I'm here now.
Like I said,
what's his size? How big is he? How young is he? How strong is he? And how wild is he? Because he can be small but strong. Like there's components here that you got to put into play.
True, but remember, his brother jumped in the way, so you weren't even in the danger that you was in yet because his brother jumped in between y'all.
But just
So
because
before you even got your hands on the boy, you got your hands on his brother. His brother jumped in between you. He ain't put his hands on you or nothing.
He was 14. The boy was.
That's all I'm saying.
Was 14
because
years
just
old.
because you jumped in doesn't mean he still's not as aggressive in this while he's doing
For sure.
You're going to continue to let him have his moments. That's what you do at home. I'm an officer for the safety of others.
Right.
I got to shut this down now.
Right.
So you're stopping me from doing what I'm supposed to do as my job. So I mean, it's a catch-22. Now that I have it, and he might be 14, but how big is he? Okay, because Solomon. Okay, hallelujah, my brother, that boy.
I'll say it like this: the action or whatever happened, it happened, regardless if it's right or wrong. Whenever it goes to court, because it probably is, you know what I mean.
Oh,
you're going to be.
Here's the picture.
You're going to be seen as being wrong because
You're not gonna tell me.
you're gonna no matter because the boy is autistic and because you was being rough with him, regardless of whatever the situation in which you was in. Whenever y'all get to court, you're gonna be seen as wrong anyway.
Okay.
But like, so like,
and probably too now to the fact that he's black makes it even worse. Same scenario, but it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So the narrative works, and that's not a small little 14-year-old. Okay, let's not. He's extended.
He's extended. I'm dead.
But definitely, we won't pay attention to how that play out.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see
after the fire story.
Right.
To see you about a week ago. Kim Kardashian, she won big in the Black
the
China.
Kardashians won because Black China was tripping like she needed some money.
In the deficit.
In
trial.
a deficit trial. So it was they had a deficit trial against Black China. And the Kardashians, it said while the Kardashians were at the Met Gala, jury reached a verdict in Black China's $100 million defamation case against the famous family, and they won. So the Kardashians won the defamation case, and Black China got to drop $100 million.
Where? She's already borrowing. She has no money, number one. Number two.
No. She got assets. So she got money. She does, because remember when we talked about it before, she was kind of about having to give up a car.
A couple of cars.
A couple of cars to
And
buy
then-
something
then-
buy something that wasn't even worth no money.
And then my question is, what did she say about the Kardashians? Because it could have been. Okay, I get
You
out of
know.
that. Listen, it's Big Frank in the morning. Let's get going down. Let's get back. Local news. We got to talk about some stuff that's happening right here in the city of Niagara Falls. We'll be back. We're here on Fire 716 Big Frank in the morning. 100 mil.
That's
Talking about somebody.
see, that's what you get. That's why you need to just be like. Sometimes you
The
gotta.
Kardashians is like the modern day kids. You like didn't really know
I'm just saying, you know, you could just
They
shoot them and just get it over.
They
You know
just-
what I'm
they-
saying? But like,
No, like real talk. I did watch. So like, you know, I did watch the actual like the Marilyn Monroe story, like how the guy was trying to investigate if Marilyn Monroe like killed herself or was it like a murder. And like the story is crazy, but like I was really cheering for the Kennedys until I watched the documentary and how much like the Kennedy brothers passed her around, like
Pass it around.
Marilyn Monroe, and then like passed her around, and then was like, "Okay, here we go." She cut everything
Pass it
off.
around.
Cool, you cut everything off. But the day she was murdered, one of the Kennedy brothers actually came to town to see her. And when you left the house, they turned him to play leave right away before they did
You know, I realized that
and her
the,
body was taken out of her apartment and placed back into the apartment. When they closed it.
the Kennedys and the Kennedys. I realized that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible.
they was
But
gangsters.
you know
So.
who's started trials recently? I know, let me, but I just have to pick off this morning. And the Kennedy was Kamala Harris.
They was gangsters.
You know,
So.
who started trials
Yeah.
recently? I know, whoa, somebody was on charge about her like being passed around that she had intercourse with the
They was
top
gangsters. So.
because she used to go out with this whoa, the president said this. But I didn't know she used to date Montel Jordan back in the day.
Motel.
And then
Motel.
yeah,
This is how we do it.
Like,
no.
Oh, Motel. Oh,
oh,
talk show.
like,
I was like,
wow, she had sex.
you see me? I'm like,
Because Montana been around the world. Yeah.
I said, like, I was like, this is how we do it. I said.
So Judge Brown said that she was a bike.
Yeah, she was passed around.
She
too,
was
but
a
passed
bike.
around up to the top.
A bike though? You don't pass your bike around.
She
Maybe like your maybe like your PlayStation video game.
But
Maybe.
that's her.
That's hard. That's hard.
But you gotta be careful what you say on people.
Oh no, you think Montel Williams?
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah.
shit. Because you said Montel Jordan. I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
we fixed that 30 seconds after that.
my mind. Don't judge my mind. It's tired. But no, because that actually, that's if she did, that's a little dirty.
We fixed that 30
Montel
seconds
Williams
after that.
died. My mind.
The one gotta keep you don't want to be here.
Yeah, he died of AIDS, which proves if you ain't got enough money,
Can't say yourself.
you can't save yourself. Because Magic out here living his best life.
That's
But
like
did Magic have AIDS or just HIV?
His HIV went over to AIDS. You can't save yourself. 'Cause Magic out here living.
I say he got money.
He got money.
He gonna live.
Medicine is,
He gonna
the medicine is expensive.
he gonna live.
Living his best life.
He gonna live until he die a natural. He gonna live.
Because he can afford the medicine.
He dying.
Because that's why they're like, oh, there's no cure for AIDS. Magic is living his best life.
I guess you gotta know.
That's why they're like,
Yeah, Dr. Sebi definitely cured that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he dead now. Rest in peace to my man.
but you know, he left the destruction manual. You just gotta fight.
Yeah.
This is one of the
Fight
things.
it.
No, not the gloves the same thing.
They found it.
The basics of his teaching is available. You just gotta
No,
follow.
for sure.
To be honest with you, you just follow Leviticus, you might be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an issue with you. I like that.
That's a personal dilemma. it's just a personal, you know. But if you legit follow Leviticus, because everything in Leviticus is designed to give you longevity. It's designed for you to survive long. I'm telling you to avoid certain things so that you don't have to deal with the consequences of certain things. We'll give you the preacher. That's the Ten Commandments.
Mhm.
The reason why I'm telling you not to do these things isn't that you just can't do them. If you follow these instructions, you will bypass a lot of the sickness and illness and disease and the spiritual warfare that comes out there if you refrain from doing certain things.
Mm.
But we wouldn't do it.
So if you be eating bacon, spiritual warfare.
Legit.
What I'm going through?
No, you gotta deal with that because
You eat bacon.
Because you eating bacon.
If you eat pork, like I do consume this morning, and we'll get later on the you'll deal with the blood pressure and the challenge that come with it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna bypass that, let's reduce the consumption of pork.
I see
That's fine.
beef. I just beef ribs now.
You know,
Beef sausage.
You know, so there's things that if you follow, I'm not guilty, but
Don't get me. You know.
Not a Levite.
You can
You know?
defeat certain things. You know?
Go ahead.
Got that book you got in the back.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Be a Nazarene for a little bit. Come back.
Nazarene.
Be a Nazarene for a while. You know
No,
what
some
I'm
of the
saying?
stuff I definitely get as far as things that we shouldn't be eating. It's just like I think like even though it didn't directly affect us, what was passed down through generations because of slavery, it's kind of like we don't see it like how the Bible breaks it down. It's just like we had this little bit and we had this little
Right.
bit and
So,
we made it work.
We live off of survival instead of faith.
Yeah.
Because to survive to what we have, we made it work. But if you took what you had, and
Right.
lived by faith, for real, not just the faith of my freedom, the faith of my living.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, mind you that we were delivered the book a different kind of way.
Yeah.
Right.
The delivery of the message of the book
Right.
was delivered to us to keep us in a place that we didn't have to occupy.
Right.
So that changed the whole. But once you figure out, wait a minute, the book is more than the white man's method to keep me as a slave. This is a mind changing. This is a life altering book. This is about living and not dying, succeeding and living well and not being at the bare minimum. This book is to enlighten, to build, and for longevity. So now I apply these instructions differently. Not you don't eat pork just because you can't. That's different than my kid's hungry. I gotta survive.
Right.
Take what I got, make it work.
Right.
What we've done, I said this earlier today. We've taken what they gave us and made it exquisite.
Yeah.
They then made it illegal to have and sold it back to us.
Right.
What? Now you learn to figure out how the Southern soul exists.
Yeah.
But before, this was the scrap that you gave us on the table,
We
Right.
made delicious.
and we made it beat something. But now y'all won't. Now y'all want to eat it. Matter of fact, y'all came through, and then y'all want to. We can ride with you, we can walk with you. We create the jitney. We collaborate, do that. Now that's legal. Now you got cash. Wait a minute. You take from us.
Right.
Matter of fact, we learned to grow herbs and make money, but people getting high and listen up. And it's illegal all this time because now we're excelling in it. Now it's illegal. You should take it back. Now we gotta
Pay for
tax
it.
them. Oh,
Right.
okay. This is what America does.
Right.
Right.
This is what happens.
Because they actually tried to, I remember a few years ago, they made, it was called like platinum greens or something like that. That designers were actually making greens and selling greens for like $11,000, and they sold out.
What?
Because the designer came up with a certain kind of green,
Like collard
kind
greens?
of like collard greens, and because the designer had some kind of cook and made these specific greens, they it was like 11,000 a batch or something like that. They sold out, like the website sold out of these greens.
But I'm going to say this.
That's wild.
I'm going to say this. That's a problem for me because if they can do it, we can do it.
Facts.
But we've limited ourselves to be able to do it. If I told you that I can make the best pot of green, I'm gonna say this, and y'all catch it if you can. We make the deal to survive instead of giving the quality and the value of what's in the pot and making people pay for what's in the pot.
Right.
But you just trying to survive, you get these little quick dollars. But now you diminish the value of what you have. No, I'm waiting for my $1,000 seed to come for these greens. I'm not making no deal for 10. I'm not selling for 10 for 5. I'm not no. And when the person understands the value of what I have, they'll buy it. And when all it takes is one person to buy it and start talking. You'll buy it. Oh my God, these joints fire. Where you get them from? I got them from here. How much they cost? Oh my God, that's crazy for greens. Somebody else? I want these joints. I keep hearing about the value of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay.
That's a fact.
I keep hearing about the value of this. I'm gonna do it. I'm not going to reduce. I'm gonna preach that. I'm not going to reduce what's in my pot.
I'm not about to work.
Come on.
Unless it's the betterment for the taste.
Fact,
Right.
but I'm not going to reduce the value of my pot
No,
because
for sure.
what's in the pot is in the pot. The value of the pot is in the pot. You simmer it, break it down, bust it down, switch it, save it, put it in the refrigerator.
Touch
put
it,
tomorrow.
bring it
The
back,
value
watch
of
it,
what's in the pot
turn
is
it,
in the
leave
pot.
it, stop.
But I'm not going
Dramatic.
to let you on the outside, try to get in my pot and not pay for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we pay for the life coach.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting in trouble right here. Because the fact that you're not paying me by value, I'm not talking to you. Because what I have in my pot is valuable. And when I take from my pot to give to you, you're going to pay me my due diligence.
Right.
Drop my ducats in the bucket for your life-changing conversation. Period. And what we're doing is we got to give him $5 deals to a $1 million conversation.
Mm.
I'm talking to myself.
Talk Tuesday.
Talk your talk.
No, because like I actually, one of my one of the they call them friends.
Yes.
I'm a ZW guy, so they call she started her own psychiatric business.
Mm-hmm.
And if you was paying for advertising, I would have thought you out one friend, but I can't. But like people was like, oh, okay, but she starting out with low numbers. No, she has a doctorate degree. She not starting out with low fees.
No, for sure.
We're not about to get all this education and all this value. And because I know her as a mental health professional, I know her quality. So it's like, no, we're not going to lowball. Oh, $20 a session. We're not doing $20 a session. We're not doing $30 a session. Her receipts say $100 a session, $150 a session, but because like people will necessarily be, oh, I'm not paying all that money, then you want crappy treatment.
Right. You don't want the quality.
You don't want this.
I'm about to get.
You don't want this help.
Pay me the value of my pot. And just
because like honestly, once I take my license in, oh no, we're not doing.
I'm talking about even talk to you about this. Certain things become my livelihood. This is no longer predicated on I got a job, no.
Yeah.
If I don't work, I don't eat.
Right.
So when you come to talk to me, drop the value of what I'm worth. This is what it costs. Either you're going to pay it or you're not. If nobody comes, God, I'll trust you and I'll wait. Right. Because when that person does show up, they're going to pay me my due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to bust down. I said,
take out
I'm not going to bust down and reduce the value of what I have because you're not willing to come up. Because if the same person had the same pie had a different face, you'll pay for it.
Right.
Get out my face. If you went down to see John Peter Kasowski, you'll pay his due diligence without question. So don't come to me and try to get me to give you the budget deal.
I don't have the lowest price.
Right.
I don't know how that's what you need to.
No, because it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. Because we oftentimes, when we start out, we want to go to like the low budget price just to bring in clientele.
Just for the homies to see it.
Just to bring in the clientele. What I went through with school, I'm not below all of myself. And even my therapist, she's an amazing woman, but she's also not paying for advertising. Can't put you out there. But like she understood why students needed therapy. So that's why she had a discounted rate. Because students need counseling during school. But she was like, okay, I have charged this much for students. It's reasonable for students to pay.
Absolutely.
But I don't give this to my regular customers because I was a student once, so I have empathy. But especially in Buffalo with Black business, I have just seen it where it's like I'm gonna start off at $10, I'm gonna start at $20, and just try to build it, and then eventually work my price up. I promise you, when I get my licensing, it's a dub. Like them free counselor sessions is a dub. You paying for them
because you understand that you got to put your what comes in, what goes out
into myself.
Like my spoon, all these $8. Yeah, they $8. These ones $10 because it costs more to add your little macro powder, acai, all that stuff you want.
Right.
So
it's like
speaking this now since we're on this topic, I'll be applying for full sale.
Hey. Is a
college.
Hey!
Video production and media audio production. So,
hey, come on.
We are a promoter of school like this, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go back
if that's what you call it.
And it's only because it's that season of doing every. I said this like to myself and to a few people, but I got some work to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I didn't do in the last 10 years has to happen within like the next 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like college should have been happening. I got to start out there.
And God will
You get what
redeem
I'm
the
saying? So
time.
things are progressing.
Mhm.
You know, so absolutely.
I'm telling you, God will redeem the time. Ask me how I know.
Listen,
God will redeem the time.
Facts.
Because people say that a lot. Well, I can't do this because I have literally, I'm even going into my master's degree program. My program is supposed to be 3 to 4 years. My program is only 2. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 year all year round,
Yeah.
but it's still 2 because God, when it's God placement, everything that lost, God redeems the time. And I, if Sharita's still on here, she can testify to that too. It's when it's in the plan, God will redeem the time. So I don't worry about those factors anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you,
Real spit, I really didn't think folks that was real. You see the commercials and they be like, I mean, like, is it a real place? Is it a real place?
I don't wanna say that. As
Dude,
far as
I thought like for a second, I didn't know if it was real. I thought it was like another Everest.
No, like
no,
Everest.
like after I graduate.
Different.
It's
Listen, we going to.
It's gonna be
Like
different.
I said, you have to put value on yourself and in yourself and what you have to offer. People on the same thing all the time. Listen to me. I don't have a consultation service, but I know that when I talk, that any
That's
idea
value.
that you have or thought, we can make happen. I can take power. Let's go.
Right.
When I talk, take notes.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if that's the value that my mom has as well, and you are here life coaching, you got certificates. You're not giving out free counsel to nobody. You love what you love. I get it, but if especially when you call, it's different if I call for you. For example,
Yeah.
if I call for you to come and be a part, I ain't worried about it. I got you because I just see this is gonna add to the resume whatever I got going on. We're gonna be good. But if you call for me, good, pull out your pocketbook. Get your debit card, get your child, go in the negative, get your cash out, get your Venmo, get your paper, do what you got to do because you got to pay me.
Because you got to come out your pocket.
Yeah, what's your insurance?
For my time.
Please. And if you accept insurance, you better milk them like the mighty dollar.
When I tell you,
Nah.
because getting
Like
your insurance licensing for stuff like that is so hard. New York State make it so hard. And they try to make the process so long and it's so expensive. So if you do insurance, oh God, it's a whole different price. It's a whole different price. If I'm running your insurance, Medicaid, Universal, Blue Cross Blue Shield, the red shirt people, all of y'all, you getting max price because it takes a lot of money and a lot of time to be able to run insurance.
Right, which is fine with me. Stay picking my stuff, so run it. I already know my insurance copay says I'm either going to pay 10 or 20, so I'm fine. Whatever the price, my copay is 10 or 20. I don't know what that they owe you, but I got you with my 20. Yeah. Come on. Not that part. That part got its own value, you know what I'm saying? You gotta weigh it. We ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk.
Legit, I got another exam I forgot to say for the exam because I could have swore this exam was on Thursday. I could have swore she said, okay, the exam is next Thursday. She sent out the email and was like, remember your exam is today. God, I need fresh download for this whole exam. Like, because when I say I don't remember nothing,
no more procrastination.
You need it.
huh?
You remember when this time?
No, you probably don't even need to study.
I probably do.
Real shit. That's how I used to get through science. I'd be like, you know what? I don't remember none of this. But once I see it, I'm gonna have it when I see it. I don't remember nothing that I just studied over this week. But when I get there, it'll come back. It'll come back.
It's crazy. It's like real talk. It is crazy though because like I had to do a final project. It's over with. I can actually say it. I had to download a project. I had to do a final project. But I did not. Like, and I still mastered this project. Like I was like, hello, prophet.
Not the prophet.
Okay, so this is how you do it.
5 seconds. What?
Yeah.
Fire 716, your boy Ben Frank, locked in the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? Listen, Jay Sheree in the building, the Dark
Yo,
Knight
yo.
and Kev on air is in the room. Real quick though,
Brooklyn.
quickly in Niagara Falls, New York, we had some terrible news. There was two shootings that took place on yesterday. One on Pine Avenue and 9th, the other on 7th and Walnut. One at 4:20 p.m. Another one later on that evening, and they are both fatal. So two individuals are dead. They're gone. They've transitioned, and I don't know what's going on. And then there was a raid from a local guy. We just gonna call him Black Don. Who, if you're in Niagara Falls, you know. And apparently there was a raid into his house last night. Not sure what for, but normally, based on knowledge, he's a good guy. You know, all white party, good guy. You know, his house to be raided. Who was in there? What was happening? God protect us all. And that's all I got for local news here.
And Buffalo has had multiple shootings in the last
Right.
days too.
Shoot, they was raiding crazy.
Listen,
Didn't they just raid a house that nobody that
Buffalo, I know for
nobody in the
sure.
train.
Buffalo actually raided a house last week because I couldn't get on my street because the raid was on.
Somebody stole a gun from Cabela's and then stole the car in front.
Hold on, wait. How, first of all, how is Cabela's?
Thank you for helping me. Cabela's?
How they
let me-
lacking like that?
Let me. I don't even know.
Easy. They only I done been
behind
there.
that counter
I done been there.
strapped.
There's only one there. It'll be one. It'll be one person in there.
No, I went in there. It was like 4-5.
At the gun range,
At the gun
I only
area.
ever see one. Just like
Oh,
how
that's the only
near
reason
bow
I
and arrows
was
is only ever one dude.
That was an
says-
inside job.
In Cheetah it says 4 minors will be charged for felony by Cheetah
They did at least 5 raids last week.
following
Lord.
a shoplifting incident and the vehicle pursuit, according to CPD. Police reported 60-year-old and 70-year-old were getting into a white Ford Ranger in the Cabela's parking lot after one of them had stolen a Ruger pistol magazine.
Ooh.
After
Just the magazine.
Oh, just the
yeah, I think
magazine.
so.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Are
Even
you
After a
stupid?
plate number was provided, the
Waste.
Ranger police learned the vehicle
It's a
had
waste
been
of a
reported
steal.
stolen in Buffalo. So it's
No, he stole the magazine. I was like, how did you make it out of with a gun?
With a gun.
Like
You
that's
don't-
what I
you-
was
you're
worried
not
about.
making it out of Cabela's with a gun.
Gun,
9
yeah.
times out of 10, everybody in Cabela's is armed.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I've never been. I've never been to Cabela's.
They let you
I've
license.
been once.
They give you a license for the.
It just
They
look
give you a
like it's
license for the gun at Cabela's. like,
Right.
No, Cabela's look like it's not for me. I just get.
I don't want no gun.
I get.
You're not a gun
Go in there,
lover, so that wouldn't tickle
Nah.
your
It's not a gun. Like,
He's a gunsman at heart.
Okay.
but the vibe this gives me, you might shoot me.
Right.
Like it doesn't look as if it's
Welcoming.
welcoming for for my color. I
your-
just, it looks real and the wood. I could be hanging. I'm not gonna make it. Maybe you, maybe not.
Yeah.
At least that's the community store.
You like Bubba look like he got a vendetta. against
Yeah, I
you.
just feel like he might
Not
take me out of
Bubba.
context. But no, that's
There's
local
always
news. What we
one
got.
Bubba.
That's what I got for local news, man. I'm Niagara Falls is going through it, but at the same time we're coming up. So
Yeah.
come up and
True,
go through
true,
it.
true, true.
Come up through.
It's starting to get warm, so people will start acting up a little.
Listen, what's going down this morning? Your boy Jay Sheree. Your boy Jay Sheree.
Oh yeah. All right.
It was going to happen at one point this year. It's not happened yet.
Your boy Ben Frank, my homegirl Jay Sheree, Dark Knight. When we come back with our final thoughts. Let's go down. 5716 Big Frank. Jay.
You made it all the way to May. I'm proud of you. Because you called me the homeboy Jay Sheree at least 3 times last year. So you made it all the way to May
Hey,
before you called me a dude. So I'm proud.
I will bless.
Did you get your charger? Yeah, I got it. It was right in my office. And then I just sat here and let my laptop die while the charger was sitting right here. Just looked at it.
Do you believe in that?
I got 2 twins. I got twins on the way.
And then they afraid to talk.
Well, they're gonna be chill. Don't worry about it. They'll be chill. They'll be chill, kids. They'll be chill.
They are not chill kids. They are really.
I'm trying to speak rest onto my family. They're gonna be chill. Don't worry about it. They're gonna
Both
be
the
chill.
mother and the father are alive. Like the kids, they might have one chill twin.
Listen,
Might wind up one.
I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like. They'll come into their own. Their parents is alive. But then his mom, they're not but Tyra chill. Tyra,
Oh shoot, I forgot. I
she
gotta get a
chill
haircut.
in unknown territory. If that makes sense. Like, she can be a mess at home. But.
I didn't honestly. When I looked at Trey, I was like, okay, who was that? When I actually picked up Trey on Sunday,
Lightweight.
it gave me a different appreciation for him. Which I was like, you carrying this, and he is solid, like brick, dead weight, solid. Wasn't out of it in his onesies, just like solid. Like I picked him up, I was like, oh, like I remembered I had like an injury with my arm after the accident.
Really?
I was like, oh, you like if I do this for 15 minutes a day, I'm gonna have muscles. Like Trey solid.
Word.
But it's his hair for me.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely the
just think
hair. It's the hair.
His mom looking the same right now.
Oh. It's
Young guy.
yeah. Is somebody looking?
I got it.
He
was like,
He was like all looking at the door like, is it gonna open? Who gonna be the one that's gonna be like, that's so sad.
It's all good.
That's
It's
all
all
four
love.
look at the door like,
Come on through, King. Have a seat over there. What's going on with you?
For a quick second.
right. Come in for the last break.
Our closing remarks.
Yeah.
You sing a song? You ever sing a song? Did you sing it? Okay.
I mean,
We got new music in the studio.
Yo, the honey is where it's
Gotta
at.
keep that
They
though,
tuck.
really
baby.
want to charge that play. It's like 75 packets.
Lit.
Gotta keep that tuck.
Gotta keep that.
With a cabinet.
Yep.
Yes, because when I'm drinking
I
my
need to take back
tea,
the glasses.
man,
Yeah.
I don't know if I get addicted with these people real quick.
man,
It's easy.
so easy.
It's Elixir bar.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
They,
Huh?
they,
Astros
talk,
around
they
the corner.
talking good to me every time I walk in there. They
Like,
talk
come
good to
on.
me.
Like, oh yeah. Okay, so you ever watched Family Matters?
Yeah.
When he turned into Elixir.
Not that it was gonna turn into Stefan, but man, that was a good. That was
Yeah.
a, that was
And
a,
then he
I
made
get
the
where he
Elixir
was going.
Fixer.
that was a
Remember?
good. Man,
But I understood it.
that
I'm
was
like,
that was oh that was man. That could have been a award right there.
I totally get it.
Is this right around the corner? Got beverages. They do juicing.
Yeah, but it's all natural.
All natural.
Yeah.
pH, water, and everything,
I didn't never
man.
use my jug. I'm about to use a jug.
I said, gotta get a
Yeah.
get one of those drinks. You
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
dispenser. Just sit there and just fill it up.
You're like
Pick it
Kevin
up.
Hart.
Put it on the cart. Push it down the
I'm
street.
on high pH.
Yes, 9.5. I'm here for it.
I don't taste the
I
difference.
put 10. No, for real.
You actually can.
But no, you actually can. I bought an essential yesterday, and I still tasted the water that we tasted earlier that day.
Really?
Yeah, so
So
it
I
was,
drink Skyro, and that's 8.88. But I also do essential.
For rain, I get it, but it's not like
you don't taste. It's not a big difference.
it's not a bit like this is.
It's crispy.
This is that 9.5
You ever
right
had
here.
crispy
It's for
water?
your body.
But I,
though.
but
It's your
I
body,
personally like Poland Springs,
though.
Yes.
You feel it.
and the
though.
reason is
You are
because
your father's-
No,
because
you can't
because
go wrong with it.
because Polish Spring tastes like Polish. It tastes like the
Spring.
creek. It tastes like you know. I can't explain it.
I know what you're talking about.
Disgusting
It
as
tastes.
it
It tastes like the water ran through the rocks and it came up. I
It
get
does.
it.
It tastes like that.
It
I
tastes
feel
like the minerals.
Bear was in here eating salmon.
Not Bear was in there eating salmon, smacking the salmon out.
This joint that's like it's called like Atlantic.
Arctic.
It's Iceland.
Okay.
Iceland. It might used to be colder. I just didn't. What was all this?
It probably is all
What
mental.
if it's the same water that even everywhere? And it's
Every
just,
water is the same.
But all waters don't taste the same.
That's
No,
true.
no.
I
right.
can taste the difference
Yo, they
between
got it. They
a
got it.
Poland Spring
Oh,
and a Fiji, and I can taste the difference between a Fiji and a Voss.
Facts.
And a
Boss water is
But you-
nasty to me though.
They got. You
Yeah,
know how
I
they
like
got
that.
different wines.
Yeah.
They have different waters,
Yes.
and they got somebody that studied
a
it.
water sommelier.
Like
Somalia. Yeah.
Poland Springs be the bottom. They tell you
it tastes from
this
other
is
springs.
This is not just the Poland. I don't know who Poland. And number one is
It's supposed to be
Poland.
somewhere in Maine.
Okay.
Supposed to be in Maine.
Yeah, Poland Spring water.
Supposed to be in Maine. That's why it's springs in Maine.
If I'm
But if you go to Asker's in Buffalo, they got mountain water. They got big.
Word.
They probably just
They got that Bobby
shots.
Boucher
Right.
water.
9.5.
Bobby Boucher.
That's what I was.
That
Yo,
stays cold.
yo.
No matter what, you got that
It's
Bobby
always
Boucher
cold.
water.
That Bobby Boucher water is.
Listen.
Now
If you
after
go-
going to Asker's, it made me feel Waterboy so much.
Yeah.
I see it different now.
Waterboy.
You know, I see it different now.
Seasoned water with flavor. Aquafina. Salt.
Listen, Aquafina and Dasani have salt in it. It raises your blood pressure.
What?
Yes.
So weird. But I still drink it because it's in water. I don't have a. This that water. I don't drink this.
So what if
See,
you got?
I go to
so what if,
Sam's
like,
Club. I go to Sam's
water
Club.
could
I
be
get
like
the
prescription?
Sam's Club water. It's only like $1.
You drink like
It's a
say
whole
your
bunch of
shit salt, like say you need salt and you like you need a shot of this time, hold.
Yeah, it's I think that
I am.
9.5.
we need,
Man,
but
9.5.
then how much water you really drinking was based on my weight size. The gal knows you consume it daily. I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying,
You're supposed
9.5.
to
man.
drink half of that.
Okay, imagine that. Imagine that.
That's
I tried drinking.
As far
I'm
as,
not paying
but
that much
that's
for no Fiji.
no, but it's supposed to, but it's supposed to be half the number, but in
Yeah,
no,
in ounces.
yeah,
Right, but what adds up to what?
who got the time
you know what I
to be in
mean.
the bathroom every 10 minutes?
I don't mind when I'm at work. I don't
Listen,
care. I drink a whole gallon of water when I'm at work, and I don't mind going to the bathroom all the time.
But I'm not buying
So
it.
my work.
Me and the Fawcett friends. Winter time.
I don't like.
I'm a
Yes,
faucet,
nothing
right? I'm from the
like
streets.
winter time faucet water.
I'm from the streets.
I'm telling you,
So I do.
it gives me summertime. It gives me outside hot day from the hose. It gives me full experience.
I ain't gonna lie. From the hose water, different. For me.
It
It's
is.
different for me.
Well, I'm from the faucet all day. I'm
I'm not in Flint, Michigan. I'm in Buffalo, New York.
Only way I'm drinking faucet water is if I do like a household filter.
Oh, not me.
I drink faucet water.
No,
Okay.
give me metal, give me
Well,
zinc.
Britta,
All of that. I need it.
Give me my
talking
new-
about
This is
so-
why I don't get sick because I'm strong.
from
I got metals in
outside
me.
to
I'm Wolverine.
inside to
Filter.
filter
9,
throughout the house.
8,
Yeah.
Like,
7.
yeah,
Because I
drink
make it
all
with
my water.
Kool-Aid. That's the dumbest thing to me that y'all use the faucet water for Kool-Aid. We drink with no reserve. Because tell me how often
All the time.
we're pouring. We're pouring.
I'm not about to pour
nobody
bottled
pouring-
water into my Kool-Aid. You ain't about to waste my money like that. This Kool-Aid pack was 5 cents. How much that water
I
cost?
have to convince myself that Genesee Quad doesn't use faucet water because they have the smackest Kool-Aid.
That Kool-Aid is
That Kool-Aid
smack.
smack.
And
That
that's faucet water.
Kool-Aid is
That's
good.
right.
Your greens in faucet water.
In my
Okay.
mind, I have convinced myself. they-
Your noodles is washed in faucet water. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Everything that you have is going through faucet water.
Because that Kool-Aid don't even smack like that.
Man,
They
that
got 3
Kool-Aid do
bins
smack.
of faucet water. Okay.
That
Faucet water
Kool-Aid
for rinsing.
definitely
Faucet water
smack.
for washing.
That it definitely smack. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Dang.
Because honestly, like real talk, before I even found out about like the food, everybody was like, "You just need to go there and get a
For the
cup of
Kool-Aid.
They're like, "Go get a cup of Kool-Aid," and like I just so happened to go and I was hungry, so I was like, "Okay, everybody."
It's the
Babe, you bougie. So bad.
Dude, I was
It's
just
the
sitting
limit.
here like, and if you sit in the restaurant, they keep refilling the cup
Every
And I'm
time, just
like,
sit there.
Your cup runneth over.
Your cup never goes dry.
Oh, the
They want you
red
to get
stuff
addicted.
too. It's the red stuff.
It's like they push us. They
Yeah.
want you to get addicted.
See, they
Okay,
they
we ain't talking about Kool-Aid.
they Kool-Aid. See,
Let's
they
get 10 o'clock.
they Kool-Aid actually Kool-Aid.
Let's get 10 o'clock.
They Kool-Aid actually Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Here, talking, restaurant.
They cool. They Kool-Aid actually Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? What you drink? What you drink?
Down inside
What you
your
drink
arm.
at home is red drink.
Stop the song. Fade the song.
Like the Kool-Aid at home is red drink. The Kool-Aid at Genesee Quad is
That's
Kool-Aid.
Jesus' Kool-Aid. If Jesus like Kool-Aid, that's the Lord's drink.
It's your boy Big Frank. You're liking the Big Frank in the morning. What it is? What's up? I pray all is well with you. Hope your spirits are lifted, enjoyed, rocking with me. Listen, real quick. We go turn me back down a little bit. Turn the song, the whole zoom, boom. It's going down real quick. We're gonna get into our final thought. Our time is almost up. We only got 2 minutes. So, Jake Cherie, what's your final thought?
Prepare for your next.
Say less.
Come on.
Danny, what's your final thought?
God has accepted you for who you are. Just accept it.
Come on. Young man that just came in, what's your final thought? You just came in hot. Quick word of encouragement. Encourage people. Say a word. I'll turn your mic on real quick.
Oh, yeah,
Push it up. You gonna say it again?
Hey.
Keep pushing on, you'll get to where you need to be.
Say less. Kevin on air, give us the word.
Don't get distracted. Stay on course.
Hey.
Hey.
Final word from here. What Michael Jackson said.
Three.
This is it. This is it. This is the time. This is the moment. No noise your mind. Right now is the time. Pursue, recover all without fail. Period. Point blank. Until tomorrow.
Spear fingers.
Listen, I spit them. Listen.
We coming.
Peter Piper, the pepper, the pig. Bitty, she was the pig.
Yeah.
Get it, you gotta dig.